Well, hello, friends. Pro-life leader Frank Pavone here, National Director of Priests for Life. Welcome to my daily diary segment, where I want to tell you what I did between Monday, March 11th and Thursday, March 14th of 2024. Do you ever stop and think, what are the leaders doing? What are the people I support in different movements doing hour by hour, day by day? I mean, I know in general, but what are they doing? What is my bishop doing? What is my pastor doing? What is my senator doing day by day? I think it's a form of accountability to those we serve to be completely transparent. Here's what I did, not just in the work hours. Here's what I did today. And that's what I love to do with these daily diaries. Been doing them for a long time. You could go back and watch them from the past for years and years. Okay, Monday, March 11th. I was here at my office. Started out early here in the studio doing some taping. And had the usual staff briefing at 8:30 and started meeting with individual staff for things that had to be accomplished during the day. Had a lot of desk work. I had gotten back from some travels and therefore had to catch up on a lot of things. Preparation for a seminar that we spearheaded with the pregnancy centers. You'll hear about that a couple of days afterwards. Some testimonies that we sent into the Supreme Court, doing some work in regard to those. Supreme Court is hearing another abortion case. Endorsements of a U.S. Senate candidate that I sent in, publishing, not from Priests for Life, but from me personally. A question in regard to publishing, someone who is authoring a special book, getting some guidance from us, working on a video by one of our Silent No More ladies who's going to talk about her terrible, terrible abortion experience. We're going to use that as an ad to counteract some of these ballot initiatives that think abortion is oh so great. Approving an e-appeal and also preparing for a Catholic prayer event for President Trump. Those were some of the things I had to do at my desk. At 1:30 meeting with our executive director and our website manager. There are a number of projects, a number of ways that we're helping other groups and getting more pro-life information out there on the internet. Had an important call at 3 o'clock with a gentleman organizing this prayer event for President Trump. I'll be at Mar-a-Lago for that next week. And then 4 o'clock, Praying for America program that I taped here in the studio. A little bit more work at my desk, getting end-of-day reports. Our executive director is traveling. I went to her Merritt Island office in the evening to do some work there, and also had a conversation on the way driving there with Mark from our administrative team. Did some work there in the evening, came back, and concluded the day. The 12th of March, Tuesday, likewise began here in the studio with some early morning taping and with our staff briefing at 8:30, and then desk work covering things such as the preparation of the May newsletter that goes out from Priests for Life. Some follow-up on the Pro-Life Women in History project. Speaking engagements coming in, invitations that I have to accept and begin planning for with the help of staff who are dedicated specifically to that. Final preparations for the seminar regarding the See Baby Grow app, a seminar for pregnancy centers. We're doing this in conjunction with the leadership of Heartbeat International, CareNet, and NIFLA, National Institute of Family and Life Advocates. Those are the three biggest pregnancy center networks. So I was communicating with the leaders of those networks who are collaborating with us here at Priests for Life. Approving a fax to go out to all the Catholic parishes, and then some preparations for our next leadership meeting. We bring the pro-life leaders together. At 11 o'clock, I was on a 1-hour Zoom call with other ministries that work in the area of healing after abortion. And we're preparing for Abortion Recovery Awareness Month, which is April. So that was the Abortion Recovery Coalition call from 11 to 12. Then right at 12, I went on a working lunch with our videographer who comes down every once in a while from New Jersey. He's been working with us for many, many years. And he's here to work in our studio for a few days and help us continue to improve the programming we bring to you. So I had a working lunch meeting with him. Got back to the office, checked in with more staff, and then had a special meeting at 2 o'clock with a number of our departments talking about the promotion of this Pro-Life Women in History project that dovetails with Women in History Month, which is the month of March. So that meeting was from 2 to 2:30. Then at 2:30, I had a meeting regarding the deployment of our EWTN programs. We have the longest running, farthest reaching program on abortion in the world, and it's called Defending Life, and we're deploying now past episodes of that series that we are privileged to offer to you and to so many others. Followed at 3 o'clock by a meeting with our executive director, and then in the afternoon, late afternoon, work at my desk for getting updates from staff and various individual meetings to help projects move along. At 6 p.m., I did my daily walk, and while doing so, had my phone meeting with Mark from our administrative team, and then got some documentation together in the evening, some more quiet work at my desk to close out the day. Wednesday, March 13th, started here at in the studio again at early morning tapings, and I have to do a lot of that because of my constant travels, of course, and not always being able to be here for the programming. Morning staff briefing again at 8:30. Then let's see, immediately had to do some work with staff in regard to the seminar taking place that same day. Again, in conjunction with the leadership of the 3 major pregnancy center networks in the country, in the world really, we got together the details for this seminar where we had like over 800 clinics, pregnancy centers and medical clinics sign up for this. And it was about the See Baby Grow app, a brand new, better than anything else app showing the reality of the unborn child. So we did that. Preparation in the morning, final preparation. Various meetings with other staff, work at my desk covering things like communications with our media firm that help us get into more secular media. Recruitment of volunteers that we have here at our office, did some work on that with the appropriate staff, and also some plans for the Catholic prayer gathering for President Trump that I'll be at Mar-a-Lago. So this work took me through the morning, a quick lunch, and then at 1 o'clock came in here in the studio and got ready for the 1:30 seminar with hundreds and hundreds of pregnancy centers and their leaders online, on Zoom, right here from our studios. And that lasted from 1:30 to 2:45, very great success. Stopped back at my desk, got a few things there, and then came back in the studio for a 3:15 taping of our Praying for America program for that night. Finished that and went right into a meeting with our media firm, and then had a meeting after that with one of our studio video editors, and then right after that a meeting with the staff that handle our volunteers, and we talked about some new recruiting efforts. And then after that, a meeting with our executive director, and she's traveling. And then I stopped in her office to get some things in the evening. That's over at Merritt Island, about 20 minutes away. I did that, came back, concluded the day. And finally, Thursday the 14th, here at my office, taping in the studio, meeting with the staff at the morning briefing. And then the desk work included things like more about volunteer recruitment, preparation for the Good Shepherd Project. Those are the seminars we do online for clergy. Approving the agenda of the next pastoral team meeting, which is coming up later in March. Responding to media inquiries that want my commentary on various aspects of the abortion issue. Meeting with our technology team to get a report on the maintenance of our computer equipment, all going well. Approving an email to go out to our full list. Following up to the seminar we had the previous day with the pregnancy centers. I made some follow-up communications with the participants and the leaders. approving an email, an e-appeal as we call it, appeal to our donors, placement of an opinion piece that I had written, approving the email to go out about our news show, and finally more work on that pro-life ad that we are putting together to counteract what the pro-abortion people put out there to get these ballot initiatives passed. At 11:30, I had an executive phone call, our vice chairman, our executive director, just in terms of, we met for about a half hour planning, we're updating each other on where we are in certain projects, very productive meeting. Had some lunch, more desk work. 2:30, I had a phone interview for about a half hour with a reporter from the Washington Examiner, wanting to know about the dynamics of the abortion issue in this year's elections. More work at my desk, and then coming in here for Praying for America taping that happened at 4 o'clock. Back to my desk, got end-of-day updates from staff, signed cards for donors, did plans for upcoming trips, got things onto the calendar, interacted with pro-life leaders via email, had a quick dinner, and then came back in here in the studio at 9 p.m. for a live 1-hour broadcast together with Father Dennis Wild, one of the priests on our team, together with Kevin Burke from the Rachel's Vineyard. And we talked about Abortion Recovery Awareness Month, which is the month of April. We talked about Rachel's Vineyard and all the dynamics of healing people after abortion and helping the clergy to do so in their own congregations. That finished at about 10 p.m., after which I went to bed. What are our leaders doing? Morning to night, day by day. I'm happy to bring you that information on my behalf. Thanks for your support and encouragement in the work that we do, and may God bless yours as well.